Hello dear friends, my name is Solomon, and today in this video I will show you attacks with mass dragons and mass invisibilities. And after testing, I want to say you that actually this army, in my opinion, is probably even stronger than the root riders, and all the difference between this army and all other mass dragon armies is in the equipment that is being used and in the hero combination that is being used in this army. All details in the video. Let's go. Before we continue, I just want to say thank you to everybody who don't forget to subscribe my channel. This is very important for me and helps a lot. Thanks. And you can also write comments if you want to support me even more, and hit the like button. This also helps me a lot. I really appreciate your support. So the army composition that we're going to talk about today is on your screens. I've seen this army when we faced Summit 007 clan in CWL. I've made a video about that, and after I saw this army in their attacks, I decided to test this army in Legends and also in CWL, and I was really surprised that when I found that actually this army is so strong that I usually swag at least one spell, and I usually have lots of dragons alive in the end. And the main difference between other mass dragon armies is that we are using king instead of the queen, and we are using the snake bracelet on our king, and this is the main difference. This helps us to save a lot of time because of that snake bracelet. Besides, I'm also using the dark crown on the minion prince, and this is also very useful when you have a lot of dragons around your hero. This helps you to get more HP and attack speed, and this way you also increase your DPS. So let's jump to the replays and I will explain you how this army works. Okay, we are starting from the legend hits, and this is some kind of base that is that can be frequently faced in the legend. There are difference between the amount of spell towers in the core. Sometimes there is also a rage tower there, but actually this is the type of base that you can face. What is the idea? First of all, we are doing a spirit walk, and this is obvious. We are doing a spirit walk, trying to destroy as much defense as possible, and besides, we are trying to funnel our royal champion into the core of the base. And here I managed to do that, and here in this moment you can see why we are using ice block spell in this army. And this is exactly for such cases when you face the invisibility core. You just ice block your royal champion, then she's getting pulled by the hook tower, and there we are using her ability, so we are destroying the core of the base. This is a great trick how you can use in your favor the hook tower on enemy bases. You just wait until your royal champion get hooked and then destroy the core. By the way, here I misplaced one invisibility, and that's why not all of the buildings in the core were destroyed. And now the most important step. You are choosing the sides for your king and for your dragons, and you always have to place them on the opposite sides. This helps you to save some time. So here, for example, I'm placing my king on top. That's why I will place my dragons on the bottom, and this way they will attack this base from two sides. And as I said, this will save you some time, and the only threat for this army is time. That's why you have to be quick. You have to use king and dragons on different sides, and besides you have to use the snake bracelet for your king, because this allows you to speed up the cleanup. I'm also using the dark crown, as I said, and in my opinion this is also great combination with this army, because your minion prince is always in the crown of dragons, and he always absorbs all the deaths from your dragons in the core of the base. And you see what is going on with this base, just everything destroyed. And as I said, this army is very easy to use. So the only difficult thing is to make a good spirit walk with your royal champion, but you have so many invisibilities that you can protect your royal champion as long as possible, and then you just send the dragons on one side, king with the siege barracks on the other side, and watch how the base is being melted down. Because you see, in the end, I still have the revive spell available, not used, because I actually didn't need it in the attack. And usually this happens like in 2 out of 3 attacks. I'm trying to to save that revive spell just to save some raid medals, and also this shows how strong this army is. Now let me show you a couple of attacks from the CWL. I also switched to this army on one of my accounts after I saw these attacks against us. And the idea is the same. We are just starting the Spirit Walk with our old champion. We're trying to send her into the Town Hall, and we are using invisibilities just one after another because we don't want to get any damage from the Town Hall. And after the Town Hall is destroyed, we can switch to the invisibility of the Fox and invisibility of our old champion. Town Hall goes down, we are moving further, and yeah, we are just using one invisibility after another because the Spirit Fox went down, and we continue to push through the base. The best case would be if I could destroy the Hook Tower, and actually my royal champion is switching. In the original army, there was no revive spell and there was no dark crown. But as I said, in my opinion, this is a good combination. And this is also obvious, in my opinion, why you have to use the revive spell. Because this way you can maximize the output from the dark crown. Because even if your minion prince goes down, you can revive him and continue to go through the base. And this way, the value of the dark crown will be saved, because when the minion prince is revived, he is continuing to get those advantages from the dark crown. So you see, the king is going on top, dragons on the bottom. We are waiting with the Grand Warden ability, so I'm using it right now because of the monolith over there, and also a bit of problem with that arrow sweeper. But we have so many dragons that they can overcome that fire speeder and air sweeper, and yeah, the base is already almost destroyed. I accidentally, automatically, actually used my minion prince ability, but yeah, it doesn't matter a lot. The base is being destroyed. All of the dragons are poisoned, but yeah, it didn't even change anything. We still have dragons, we still have minion prince alive, and it's a 3-star. We are swagging the revive spell in the CWL attack. Okay, the next attack, and this replay will show you how actually strong this army is, because I did so many mistakes in this attack and I still managed to get a 3-star. So this army forgives your mistake, and this also proves that the army is very strong. The first mistake, I misplaced the invisibility spell, going further, coming out of invisibility again. Now one more invisibility, going further. I decided that I have spent a lot of invisibilities, that's why I need to save them, so I need to use the Spirit Fox, and I lost the Royal Champion in her ability, in your haste vial ability actually. 2 more invisibilities being used, another one, so you see how many mistakes I'm doing in this attack, and as you understand, I'm still tripling this base. So moving further, another invisibility. I tried to take down the monolith, but as you can see, I didn't do that, so the Royal Champion goes down. Now I'm starting king and dragons on the opposite side. As I said, you always have to watch that. You always want to send them separately. So dragons are flying, king is going through the base. Also, here we are. Actually, I'm using the Grand Warden ability and a good minion prince ability. I have frozen a lot of defense in the core, and also the town hall. Dragons are flying. Some dragons are flying to the right. I don't know why. And yeah, 37 seconds till the end of the attack. 37 seconds, guys. I mean, you see how quickly we can destroy this base, and besides how many mistakes I made, and I still got a triple here. And this proves how strong this army is. The only difficult thing is to do correct spirit walk with your old champion. Actually, I failed with that one in this attack, but I still had a 3-star. Okay, and one more attack in CWL. Actually, here in this attack, I forgot to switch from the ice block spell. I mean, to replace the ice block spell with another invisibility. In my opinion, for the legends, probably the ice block spell is not a bad idea, because as you saw, sometimes you can use the hook tower on the enemy base in your favor, or you can or you can skip the invisibility towers. But when you know the base, in my opinion, ice block is not needed, because here, for example, I didn't face a hook tower or an invisibility sectors. That's why I would rather get another invisibility, and you will see now that actually it would help me a lot, because here I started to destroy the fire speeder, but I was out of invisibilities. That's why I used the ice block, but I didn't have enough damage to destroy the fire speeder. Nevertheless, the funnel is created, a little bit of funnel. So now we can continue. We need to choose from which side we are sending king and from which side we are sending dragons. And the idea was that I want to attack from the opposite side of the air sweeper. That's why I'm sending king on the left and dragons on the right. Grand Warden with dragons. I'm helping my king with the super loons just to destroy that archer tower. And we are going through the base. Yeah, Grand Warden with the healing tome and the eternal tome. So dragons are a little bit slow. And actually, sometimes I think probably it would be better to use the rage vial instead of the eternal tome for the Grand Warden. But then I understand that in some cases, especially for the Legends League, the eternal tome is better when you are facing the compartments with a lot of damage and the rage towers. The eternal tome can save a lot of dragons for you. So this is the end of the attack. Actually, I was almost swagging another revive spell here, but in the last second I decided that probably I can have a time fail. That's why I need to revive the Royal Champion, and you will see now I am reviving her. But she even could not reach the last defense. Probably, yeah, I think she didn't even hit anything after the revive. Anyway, this is another 3-star with this army. So guys, this is the army composition that I was using in this video, and as I said, I have upgraded a little bit. I'm using the Dark Crown, and I think this is a better combination, Dark Crown and Revive spell. In the original mix, there is a common equipment for the Minion Prince and the Rage spell instead of the Revive spell, but as I said, I think this is a better version. So this is the army that I was using. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. It was Solomon. Bye.